Let's chat.
I'm here this morning with my great friend and Let's Chat regular, Becky Cope English. She owns Scout Realtor Group. It's so great to have you on again, Becky.
Thanks. It's good to be here again.
I love it. You're so educational. Today we're going to start with Real Estate 101 for those viewers who might be going into buying, selling a home for the first time. Let's get started.
Right. Well, this is a good topic because I have found that a lot of people don't understand how real estate works. That you have someone to represent you if you're a seller or if you're a buyer, and there's someone to represent the person on the other side. So representation is something not a lot of people think about. And you want representation because you want that person to have your best interest at heart, not be worried about how much money they're going to make or the price, but really the terms that best suit you, the person they represent.
Interesting. So buyer or seller, briefly, 2 minutes, talk to me about the difference between those. And how it works. Who do they call you? Do they see a house they like and then call you?
Honestly, let me first say that our company, Scout Realtor Group, we work with both buyers and sellers. There are some companies that just specialize in one or the other.
I've always wondered that.
Right. Well, and there's really no company anymore that's exclusively one or the other. But I find that if you want to best serve your client, you need to understand both sides. That's why we like to have a balance. We work with people who sell, we have the listings, and we also work with buyers as selling agents.
Right.
So that's the biggest difference. If you're a seller, you put your house up for sale as a listing on the MLS, and we come in with the seller and actually do what I would like to say is a full four-prong approach. We come in, we look at the house, we pull the data, we tell you what is happening in the market as far as a house comparable to yours. We talk about the process. You go through inspections, you have an appraisal. There could be many things that you have to deal with, including financing, and we walk you through all of that step by step.
Now you have a whole staff, a great staff. I love all of them. So do you have someone that calls and let's say they want a $200,000 house or maybe they want to be an investor or maybe someone that wants a $2 million house on the water. Do you assign them with a realtor that is good for that type or?
Yes and no. So obviously we want the agent to work with the consumer who is the best suited for the consumer. Again, this is all about serving the public and their needs.
Right.
So it makes sense that you would put someone that is familiar with lake property or investments with that consumer, that client, so that they actually get the best service.
Right.
That is so important. I find that a lot of people just say, hey, I'll do it, I've got a license, and we don't subscribe to that. We actually, oops, didn't mean to touch that. We actually want the agent to be knowledgeable, in-depth knowledge for the client because you never know what you're going to encounter. A license isn't enough, and I think that's the one thing that we are different. We are a realtor group. We are not just a realty company, so there is a big difference.
Now, I've told people when I've had you on, I've been on both sides with you buying and selling my home and been very, very happy and experienced your customer service, which is second to none. So as we wrap up, tell me about this event. You all support a lot of wonderful philanthropies in town. What's coming up?
Yes. Well, last week we just had the Medal of Honor Heritage Center Golf Tournament at Sweetens Cove, and I just will tell you, I have goosebumps. It was wonderful. But coming up on June 5th is the Habitat fundraiser Tee Up and Wind Down that the realtors, Greater Chattanooga Realtors, does support and basically puts on. It's going to be at Windstone this year, June 5th. You can get information by calling Greater Chattanooga Realtors, which I have that number memorized, 698-8001, or go to gcar.net, gcar.net. But Tee Up and Wind Down is a wonderful event. We're still looking for some teams, and we are looking for some sponsors, but that money goes to support Habitat for Humanity locally.
Amazing, Becky. Yeah. I will have you all on to promote that event ahead of time. So thank you so much again for coming on the show. How can people get in touch with you at Scout Realtor Group?
They can call 423-541-2800 or our website, scoutrealtorgroup.com.
That's awesome, scoutrealtorgroup.com. You heard it here, Becky. It's always great to have you on the show in this awesome series, educating the public about so they don't get scammed, so they know how to get started, buying land, all the wonderful things.
We're happy to answer questions anytime.
I love it, Becky. Thanks so much for coming on. Hello to the whole Scout Realtor Group, and you know where to find her, scoutrealtorgroup.com. Thanks for coming on, Becky.
Thank you.